A new Switch eShop sale has appeared and you don't want to miss this one, it is massive. Now today I'm going to be breaking down 20 of my favourite deals across the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Plus stick around as I'm going to be revealing last week's giveaway winners that includes a code for Elsie, but also I'll be launching a new giveaway you won't want to miss, and yes, it is another game codes. Portal Companion Collection is now 66% off and matching its lowest price. This collection features 2 classic games, both highly rated for their clever design and storytelling. You will face off against an out-of-control AI who throws you into a series of challenge rooms. Armed with the Portal gun, you'll solve mind-bending first-person puzzles by creating portals to manipulate physics and navigate obstacles. The first game is short but brilliant, focusing on, I'd say, core mechanics, while the second expands the story and the gameplay with larger environments, new mechanics, and Stephen Merchant's standout appearance. Both games are packed with clever physics-based challenges that ramp up in difficulty, ensuring an incredibly, satisfying test to your problem-solving skills. I reviewed them separately, find those videos below. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is now 65% off and marking a new low price. This remake nails everything fans loved about the originals while modernising the experience for new players, and yeah, it just keeps the tight responsive controls that made the series iconic, but gives it a real good visual upgrade. It makes it look fantastic on Switch hardware. From smooth animations though to upgraded textures, it's just a great example of how to rebuild a classic while keeping the heart of the original intact. Now you'll be skating through a collection of iconic levels, pulling off tricks and combos, completing challenges, and it's all then to the backdrop of an incredible soundtrack featuring a decent amount of the original tracks, and then those are mixed with a few new additions. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 though is a must-play game blending nostalgia with modern flair, and I reviewed this on the channel too, find it below. Grapple Dog is now 75% off and marking a new low price. This is a fantastic platformer where you play as Pablo, a dog with a grapple as your main mechanic. The movement takes a little getting used to, but once you master it, it feels great, and the levels are creative, filled with collectibles, and there's even a 3D overworld map where you sail around in a boat between stages. It's really simple, but I really liked it. I thought it worked perfectly alongside the 2D platforming action. Now I did review this one on the channel, you can find it linked below. Also the sequel just released this week, it is incredible, definitely top of mind right now, so I'll be linking that video down there too. Before we do jump into the next set of deals, then later in the video we're going to be announcing 2 winners for 2 $10 eShop gift cards plus a winner for Elsie. But this week we've got a bonus giveaway as well, and as always we are giving away 2 $10 eShop gift cards. Just drop a comment below to enter, and then thanks to the folks over at Ultimate Games we have a code for Besiege to give away too. Now to enter for that, just include the word Besiege in your comment so I can make sure it goes to a good home. Now for those unfamiliar, Besiege is a highly regarded physics-based building game where you create medieval siege engines to claim victory. It actually released on the system this week. Also then, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit subscribe, it's free and it helps the channel a ton. Tinykin is now 75% off, marking a new low price. You play as Milo, who arrived on Earth only to find himself way too small in a world where it's still a 1991 and everyone he knows has disappeared. Now you'll team up with the mysterious Tinykin, creatures with unique powers that help you build ladders, bridges, and just all sorts of goodies. There's a decently quirky cast to meet along the journey too, but expect the gameplay focus here with this one to be on exploration. Each area is packed with Tinykin to collect, and they all have unique abilities to share. Perhaps the highlight for me then, the soap board, which lets you fly around each location like a skateboard. Now I will say here, I had a few performance issues here and there, but nothing major which stopped me from enjoying the overall experience. This one as well, gotta say it's a monster discount as well. Air Twister is now 50% off, matching its lowest price. This rail shooter comes from legend Yu Sasuke, and it puts you in the role of Princess Arch as you defend your homeworld Air from the invading Vanguard. Now if you've played the Space Harrier series back in the day, you'll feel right at home here. Expect the waves of enemies and challenging boss encounters. You'll be using a homing missile crossbow as your primary weapon, alongside power-ups and special moves to help you along the way. While I found the game a bit short for the full price, this 50% discount makes it well worth picking up. The soundtrack then is a standout too, and there are additional modes like turbo mode and boss rush mode to keep you coming back for more. Lunark is now 50% off, matching its lowest price. This is a fantastic cinematic adventure game, and fans of old school experiences think Flashback will definitely appreciate it. Now you play as Leo, working with an organization to collect items in a futuristic world filled with over-the-top weapons and alien locations. While the story is somewhat predictable, the exploration, combat, and stealth kept me hooked. That said though, this game won't be for everyone. It can feel a little bit clunky, which is typical of the genre. Honestly, you'll need to adapt to the more intricate, long-winded character animations, but once you do, it is good fun, and I reviewed this one on the channel. You can find that link below. Cris Tales is now 90% off, marking a new low price. This game is heavily influenced by JRPGs, but it comes from a Colombian indie studio. The hand-drawn visuals are stunning throughout, with particularly nice cutscenes that do jump out at you. The game's hook though is its unique time manipulation mechanic, where you work across the past, present, and future simultaneously. So the screen is split into 3 segments, letting you see the impact of your actions in real time. This mechanic though also feeds into the turn-based combat. So for example, if you hit an armored enemy with water attack in the present, then you throw them into the future, you'll see their armor rest away. It's a really clever concept that works very well. The downside, frequent and lengthy load screens that just break immersion. Despite that though, I do think it is a great deal at this price, and you can find my full review link below. Citizen Sleeper is now 60% off, marking a new low price. This game is an absolute gem, offering a unique RPG experience with a strong narrative focus. You play as an escaped worker trying to survive on a lawless space station where every day is about making choices, whether that's working for cash, forging friendships, or setting up your future while escaping your past. It's packed with mechanics that make every decision feel meaningful, and there aren't many games quite like it. That said though, it might not be for everyone due to the complexity, but if you enjoy deep narrative driven experiences, this one is well worth your time. It's actually a personal favourite of mine, and at this price I think it is a steal. The Atelier Ryza series is now on sale individually with varying discounts. Check out the top of the screen for pricing, but all are at a new low price. This beloved JRPG series follows Ryza, an alchemist on a journey of self-discovery, friendship, and adventure. Each game blends a story with crafting mechanics, turn-based combat, and exploration, set in a beautifully detailed world. What sets this series apart for me is its focus on alchemy, gathering resources, and creating items that help you progress in battles and quests. Across the trilogy then, you will see Ryza and her friends grow, making it a fan favourite for those who enjoy character-driven narratives with a unique crafting twist. I also think it's a great entry point to the genre. It's never too difficult, never too, high stakes. On top of that though, it's also one of the best looking games on the Switch in my opinion. They just absolutely deliver with these Switch builds. Super Crush KO is now 80% off, marking a new low price. This action platformer brawler tasks you with saving the world and your cat from invading robot forces. Now it's relatively short, around 4 hours, but that fits the genre perfectly. What really stood out for me was the blend of long range and up close combat, all tied into a high score chasing system with online leaderboards. The art style is unique, and while I wasn't sure about it at first, it ended up growing on me. It's just kind of got this pastel look to it all. For the price though, it's a great pick if you enjoy fast-paced, score-focused action. The Assassin's Creed Anniversary Edition Mega Bundle is now 63% off, a new low price, but it's one you're going to see on sale frequently. That said though, you can't argue with the amount of content packed in here. The bundle features Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, and Rogue, along with all single-player DLC, plus it includes 2 short films from the Ezio collection. The games really need no introduction, it just offers tons of open world stealth action for fans of the series, and yeah, you're easily getting your money's worth here. Our first giveaway winners to announce then, these are for the 2 $10 eShop gift cards, and they are going to Bears9 and Adventure Network. Congrats on the wins both, email me for the code, and everyone else, our Aussie code is coming up here shortly in the video. Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons is now 50% off, marking a new low price. This entry adds a unique spin to the franchise by incorporating roguelike elements, but if that concerns you, do know they can mostly be turned off in the options. It's more of a system for unlocking content rather than changing the core gameplay. You can also tackle the levels in any order as well, with the difficulty supposedly adjusting, though I will say here, I didn't notice much difference as I progressed personally. What really stood out though was the tag team gameplay, letting you switch characters mid-battle, and with 16 playable characters total, tons of experimentation to be done. The game also then received a free update adding online local co-op, survival mode, and a versus mode. Let's Build a Zoo is now 60% off, marking a new low price. It's a game I still jump into occasionally. There's no real beating it, but if you're like me and were raised on games like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Theme Park, etc., this will feel right at home. It's a cute, expansive management sim where you build your own animal empire, and you'll import and breed rare creatures, hire staff, keep visitors happy, and handle all sorts of weird events. The standout feature is DNA splicing though, where you can create over 300,000 different animal combinations, and with over 500 core animals to work with anyways, you can build a truly unique zoo through these systems. You'll manage basically everything from enclosures to day-to-day operations to events. Plus you can decide whether to run your zoo ethically or break the law and pocket some extra cash. Both Retro City Rampage DX and Shakedown Hawaii are at a new low price. Retro City Rampage is 77% off and Shakedown Hawaii is 83% off. These games are love letters to old school GTA and they are an absolute blast. I also love the pixel art style in both. Now Retro City Rampage DX reimagines the open world crime genre like it's 1989 with 8-bit visuals, and you'll jump civilians, steal cars and outrun the law. The game offers a full story mode with over 60 missions plus arcade challenges, minigames and tons of customization. Then Shakedown Hawaii takes things to a 16-bit open world, following 3 protagonists trying to rebuild a failing empire. You'll sabotage competitors, shake down businesses for protection money, and complete missions to build your own, let's call it legitimate corporation. The game's world is packed with side quests, arcade challenges, and secrets to uncover. Both games, in my opinion, must play once again for fans of old school GTA. Sea of Solitude Director's Cut is now 75% off, a new low price, and it doesn't go on sale often, this one. I reviewed the game on the channel, and while I thought it was just okay, the story is its real strength. The gameplay itself is just pretty linear. It focuses on exploration, but always tells you where to go, and the 3-hour runtime didn't give me much reason to replay it. That said, the themes of loneliness, depression, and overcoming fears are well done here, and the Director's Cut also adds some nice extras for Switch, like motion controls, a photo mode, and a rewritten script with new voice actors. At this price, it's a much easier recommendation, and you can check out my full review below. Our winner of Elsie then is Paul, who highlighted Messenger and Elsie. Paul, drop me an email for the code for this one. I need you to tell me which region code you need so I can get it requested. Appreciate everyone entering, and remember this week we're giving away a copy of Besiege. Just use Besiege in your comments to enter for this, as well as the 2 $10 eShop gift cards. Sorda7, and yes, I've shortened the name because I just absolutely butcher it. Go listen to my review if you want to hear that. But it's now 25% off a new low price. Now, I recently reviewed this one, really enjoyed it. As I said, the video is below, but it's an action RPG with real-time combat, a unique narrative, and a world that's built basically around ancient Chinese mythology. Now, you play as Xiao, a swordsman, trying to protect his family and uncover the truth behind an evil threatening his world. The combat is fun, but there are definitely some rough edges here and there, especially regarding performance on occasion. That said, look, I just really like this game. You can feel all of the love the developers poured into it, and I think they've kind of done everything they can here to make it shine. Now, again, I'd suggest checking out my review first before parting with your cash, but it's great to see it on the system, and I do think they did a commendable job. And that is the video down. What will you be adding to the library this week? Let me know in the comments. Also, have I missed any big deals in this one? Would love to hear those too. With that, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for daily Switch content, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.